Welcome. How are
Hi.
you doing today? How are you doing today?
What was it? Oh, good. How are you?
Good. Cool. So, if we want to go ahead and get started here, go ahead and just kind of tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I am from Prior Lake, Minnesota, and came down to Creighton because I wanted to be kind of away from home, but not too far away at home.
Hmm.
And so it's an easy drive back. I'm going to be a junior, double major in accounting and finance.
Awesome. What made you kind of pick accounting and finance? What'd you like about it?
So going into college, I knew I wanted to go in the business world because all my family they were salespeople, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that exactly. And so I started taking some classes and see what I liked. And when I took my first accounting class, I liked it, and like it seemed like for me. And so it's just something I wanted to pursue.
Awesome. Where have you shown any leadership skills around Creighton?
In my fraternity, Pi Kappa Alpha, I'm a founding father of it, and so we kind of had I helped out with trying to like set everyone up and make sure everything was done to be able to charter. So I
Hmm.
think that involved a lot of leadership.
Yeah.
I think during school group projects, there's times where someone has to take the role of being a leader, and so I think that's really helped me.
Awesome. What techniques or tools do you use to stay organized?
So I have a daily planner that I use, and that really helps me keep track of what I have to do for the day, and and helps me check it off, and that's really a good feeling. So it really motivates me. And I also have a whiteboard calendar where I also put everything that I have to do, and so it's just kind of a bigger picture for me to be able to for me to plan ahead, and it causes me to have a better time management skills.
Awesome. Do you plan to do any graduate programs or anything after you graduate?
I plan on taking my CPA exam once I graduate and get my 150 hours. And so after that, that's what I plan on doing.
Awesome. So now kind of moving on to your work experience. Can you kind of describe kind of your work experience and things like that?
So as my time as a ski instructor, I think it really helped me become a more sociable person. And the type of accounting I want to go into, auditing, is that's something you need to have because you need to go out and find clients. It's a lot like sales, and you have to build relationships with those people. And I think that really helped me kind of open up to people and be like easy to talk to or like have good conversations with people.
Awesome.
It,
Yeah, go ahead.
then also, my stepdad owns a graphic company, and so I've helped him just take orders and like kind of be like a customer support person. So that
Hmm.
really helped me like learn how to have better relationships with people.
Awesome. Sounds great. Can you describe a time where your work was criticized?
Going back to the ski instructor, so skiing like it's not easy for a lot of people to first try, and when they can't get it, people think that it's you that isn't like a very good teacher. So that's kind of a big thing you get criticized about.
Hmm. Um, so far, basically between both jobs, what was a favorite project that you had worked on?
Probably my favorite project would be working with a group of kind of kids and being a ski instructor. Just seeing the kids like that have never skied before, being able to build up all the skills and really excel in the sport.
Hmm. Awesome. Um, how do you describe kind of like what experiences you have with working with teens?
So this goes back to being in school. You're always working on group projects because they're trying to get ready for the real world. And obviously, there's good and bad experiences, which is really good because it helps you like know how to handle those situations correctly.
Hmm. Awesome. So now, kind of moving more towards the position. What interested you about this position, and why did you want it?
So earlier, a couple months ago, I talked to a partner at Clifton Larson Allen, and he kind of talked about the company and like what the values are and what they're all about, and it really interested me. And then I applied for the summer leadership program where I attended, and we went to the office, and I got to like learn everything, got to meet a lot of people, and I thought
Hmm.
it was really good.
Awesome. That's so cool. What do you consider to be one of the biggest challenges facing the accounting profession today?
Probably the biggest challenge is trying to achieve your CPA because obviously it's a really hard test. A lot of studying goes into it,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to study it while working. So it involves being really organized, having very good time management skills.
Mm-hmm.
But it's it's very good payoff once you can do it. So.
Yeah, awesome. So, how do you handle, like, if we had given you multiple projects to work on, how do you handle juggling multiple projects at the same time?
I think the main thing is being organized and make sure you're not messy because if you're really unorganized and you see the deadlines coming up, it can really stress you out. And then that causes the work to not be very good or as good as it can be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's a huge thing. And also time management, like I said, that if you can do that, then it's doable. So
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Um, so, what kind of characteristics about your personality makes you a dependable employee?
Um, being a very organized person, I think that helps me be very trustworthy and being like for the company to know that they can throw a task at me and I'd be able to take it. And also being a sociable person that they know like they're comfortable with sending me out to go see clients, knowing that I'm only helping the company.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, then overall, where do you hope to see yourself in 5 years?
So in 5 years, I see myself achieving the CPA and then kind of working my way through the company and getting a lot more experience.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Awesome. So that's kind of all the questions I really have for you. Are there any questions you may have for me?
could you talk about the more about how the company, like the culture, is?
Yeah. So we really look for people that are energetic but really like to get the job done. So we have a really nice, friendly kind of atmosphere here. But we are also a lot of hard, determined workers, and we really like to get our work done. So it is really fun, but it's also very serious at the same time.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And also, what's kind of something you look into a candidate when doing these interviews?
Yeah. So we look for someone who is definitely driven, who is definitely really passionate about the accounting profession, and somebody who is reliable and just kind of we get the vibes that they're a hard worker and they like to get the job done. So
That's all the questions I really have for you. So,
awesome. Yeah. So we will kind of review this again, and then we will do kind of a follow up. So we will reach out whenever. I'll talk to a couple other coworkers about this, and then we will reach out again. So thank
all
you
right,
so
sounds
much for
good.
doing this.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.